Let's be honest, church, media, and graphics take way too much time out of our week. You've got to make announcement slides, sermon slides, graphics for social media, and then once you're done, the next week comes and you got to start all over again. Most churches don't have the resources to hire a full-time designer. That means pastors and volunteers are staying up late on Saturday nights to make sure they're trying to get something halfway decent made for their congregation. It's exhausting, it burns people out, and it takes us away from the things that are actually important in ministry. So, how do we fix this? I'm going to show you guys that today. The Unstuck group found that 1 out of 3 churches is outsourcing its social media and web design to third-party companies. And the average church only employs 1 person per 59 attendees. With limited budgets and staffing constraints, it's no wonder that pastors and ministry leaders are burning out so quickly. We have such a high level of excellence in our society as far as graphics and communications goes, and they expect churches to live up to that standard as well. Now here on this channel, I'm passionate about helping you guys use AI to find margin in your week so you can get back to doing what's important, and that's being with people. So I'm going to give you guys some tools today using AI, specifically through tools like ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and we're going to learn how to create very engaging and excellent graphics very quickly so you can spend less time doing that and move on to being with the people. And on top of going through all those tools, at the end of this video, I'm actually going to provide for you a resource to get you a jump start in using artificial intelligence in your ministry. You just got to stick to the end of the video. So let's jump into my computer real quick. I'm going to pull up ChatGPT first, and I'm going to show you the quickest way to start making graphics for your ministry areas. So here we are on the ChatGPT window. If you've never used it before, it's really simple, and I've got a whole video that shows how to get onto ChatGPT and use it completely for free. Just follow the link at the top of this video, and it'll take you straight to it. But that being said, we're going to jump into the program, and I'm going to show you how to quickly make a graphic. Now, there are 3 things that I consistently say that need to be in every single prompt on ChatGPT. A prompt is something you put in to what looks like a search bar, but it says ask anything. And those 3 things are: you need to tell ChatGPT what it is, what you're trying to accomplish, and how you want the result presented to you. So for example, I'm going to tell ChatGPT that it is a graphic designer with 35 years of experience working in a local church. I have an XYZ event coming up, and we need to have the graphic represent that event with a certain amount of different elements that I'm going to put into it. And at the end, I will tell it I would love to see this graphic in a 16:9 format, landscape, in a PNG. So let me type that out real quick. So here we are. We have the prompt in place, and I'm going to read over it for you and explain what I just gave you guys earlier as far as the prompt instructions. You are an expert in graphic design with over 25 years of experience in church communications. That's the what. We have a winter event coming up in December 20th, 6 p.m. in the First Church parking lot, where we will be celebrating the holiday season. This is an outward-facing event for our community to come on campus, hear some great music, and take pictures with Santa Claus and build gingerbread houses. That is what I'm trying to get out of it. So who it is, what I'm trying to get out of it, and I need you to generate this graphic for me in a 16:9 format, landscape, in a PNG. And that is the format that I wanted to give to me. So I'm going to hit enter. Now it's going to start generating this graphic. Now ChatGPT takes about a minute to generate the graphic. So in the meantime, while it's doing that, I'm actually going to copy this entire prompt, and we're going to go over to Google Gemini, and we're going to see what Google Gemini can do with the exact same prompt. So Google Gemini is Google's version of what you would call ChatGPT. It is its own large language model, or LLM is what they call it in the industry. All that being said is you can search up Google Gemini in your Google search bar, and you can go directly to it as long as you have a Google account. And when you get in here, you would just create the prompt just like you did in ChatGPT, but down here in its Ask Gemini prompt window. So I'm going to paste this exact same prompt in here, and I'm going to grab this Tools tab. And I'm going to select this one. It says create images. It's using its model that's called Nano Banana. It is its most newest image generation and image editing model that creates wonderful graphics. I'm going to hit enter on this and watch how fast this one generates. Google Gemini has a tendency of being much faster at image generation than ChatGPT does. So as you can see, it created an incredible graphic for us already. Now, because I put in PNG and landscape format, it kind of got a little weird. I thought that I wanted like one of those transparent images that isn't actually transparent. So let me try regenerating it again one more time without that weird background. While that's generating, we're going to jump back over to ChatGPT and see what it made. So as you can see, this is a pretty good graphic too. I could see a lot of churches using this graphic in their social media campaigns, in their bulletins, on their slides. This is a great graphic that you can use in anything. And if you're on a staff that doesn't have anybody to help create these graphics, think about how much time you're going to save and how much more impact your graphics are going to have because they look at a higher quality than something you would have just thrown together on your own and spent hours doing it. Now we jump back over here to Google Gemini and you can see that it tried to fix it a little bit, but it's got a little bit more of that weird transparent thing going on. So what I'm going to do is actually go in here, put it in the prompt in, but take out the aspect ratio information and then regenerate and see what happens, because these LLMs work a little bit differently from each other. The thing that you need to know about the difference between the two of them is, one, ChatGPT needs some specific parameters. Gemini needs some specific parameters, but they're pretty much the same. Just one is much faster than the other, and one is going to give you something that looks a little bit different than the other. So now that I have this pulled up, look at that. It is a full-on graphic. It has some really fun little items down here. So let's say that you really like this design and you want to create designs like this over and over and over again. Well, I actually have a video that you can get to right here. It is about creating system prompts and consistent system prompts to get the same thing over and over again. It goes into much more detail. So if you wanted to find that, go ahead and watch that video. But I'm going to do it real quickly here to show you how to get the same graphic every single time. So I'm going to ask it, how did it get to this point? If I were to ask you to generate this style of graphic over and over again, but with different details and parameters, what prompt would you need to make this happen consistently every time? And at this point, ChatGPT is going to give me a system prompt that I can put in and use every single time. So what happens is it will probably give you a prompt that's more directed towards the exact graphic that you just made. You need to keep prompting until you get a generic graphic prompt from it. So we've landed with what I wanted. I went ahead and pasted it in here. Now let's put in a generic name. And you can see that it gives it some parameters. Consistent palette, deep blue, cream, gold, accent colors that match the seasons, pastels for spring, bright tones for summer. So you can just read here that it's got a lot of parameters in here. All right, so changed around some of the wording here, gave it a different event. Let's see what it can come up with the same system prompt. Boom. Same consistency, a lot like the Christmas one that it created, but now it's about a spring celebration. And you can take this same graphic, drop it into your social media, bulletin, slides, and it would work for your church's context. And then, just like in the other videos that I've shown you, you can take this system prompt, put it into a custom GPT, and use it over and over and over again. Let me build one out for you real quick. And now that it's built, we can go in here and ask it to create any event. So what I would normally do is ask it, what do you need from me to create an event graphic? And normally it's going to give me some information that it's going to want to collect. And instead of typing in my own stuff, let's go ahead and just copy this information up here and just repost it. We're going to do the community worship night. Perfect on date and time. Church name's fine. Street's fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe we'll take out the family activities. And we'll do this during the fall. Let's just pretend like that's an actual event and let's see what it can generate. Boom, there it is. The finished graphic, and it only took probably under a minute to put in all the information and get the graphic out. So you are saving time. You're saving money. Yes, there are subscription services out there where you can go in and spend a certain amount of dollars a month, get into them, and download all these pre-built graphics. Those are great. If you want to use them, you can. But this is faster and it's cheaper because you can use ChatGPT for free, or you can bump up to the subscription if you want to for $20 a month. So I'm just trying to help you save time and get you back to being with people. So once you're done with this, you can actually take this custom GPT that we built out here and you can share it with your volunteers. So if they have ChatGPT as well, you can go into this GPT here and hit copy link and share it with your church volunteers so they can then start to generate graphics. So not just maybe event planners in your church, but maybe you have a Sunday school class that's wanting to have a potluck and they need a graphic for the event. Boom, done. You've made it. You've given it to them. You've given them the opportunity to create the graphic themselves. That goes off your plate so then you can go back to ministering to people. So I hope that these tips were very helpful for you to get some time back so you can do what's important, and that's being with people, ministering to people, working on your message for Sunday, getting to pray with people, anything that is important to you as a ministry leader or a pastor. I hope that AI helps you get that time back so you can be with them. Now, I told you at the beginning of this video that I had a free resource for you if you waited till the end. So I want to tell you about it real quick. It's called the 3 Best AI Prompts. It is a document that I have created for anybody that's doing ministry to quickly get their hands into using AI. They're already pre-built prompts. You can actually take these and do exactly what we've done in this video and create custom GPTs. So take this document. It's a totally free resource. All you gotta do is click the link down in the description below, follow it, and you will be able to get access to that document immediately. So I don't want you to miss out on this. If you got value out of this video and you want to see more things like this, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me out, helps the algorithm and all the crazy stuff that the other AIs are doing to make sure people see and don't see videos. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. It let me know that you are interested in seeing this content. And earlier I mentioned a video about creating custom prompts in GPTs in ChatGPT. You can go ahead and follow this video right here. It'll take you straight to that video. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.